Iranian drones attack Bahrain, and a ship is struck in the strait after U.S. airstrikes. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Add AP News on Google. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Share Dubai United Arab Emirates. AP Iran launched a drone assault targeting Bahrain, while a ship in the Strait of Hormuz separately came under attack Saturday in Tehran's likely response to overnight airstrikes by the United States. The attacks in the Persian Gulf show the danger of the Iran war again spinning out of control, even after Iran and the U.S. reached an interim deal to try and agree on a final accord to end the conflict. The U.S. had launched airstrikes overnight in response to an Iranian drone attack on a container ship trying to leave the strait on Thursday, continuing a string of attacks that have shaken the war's uneasy ceasefire. Meanwhile, a multinational maritime body overseen by the U.S. Navy said Saturday that it would expand a route near Oman in the strait to allow for both inbound and outbound traffic. That likely sets up a new flashpoint with Tehran, which sees the strait as a key source of leverage in ongoing talks with the U.S. Bahrain condemns Iran's drone attack. Bahrain has been one of the strongest critics of Iran and is home to the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet. It just hosted U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio for a meeting of the Gulf Cooperation Council's foreign ministers, which ended with a call for an end to Iran's attacks and for the strait to be completely open. A statement from Bahrain's foreign ministry said a number of Iranian drones targeted the country. It called the attack a flagrant threat to the security of citizens and residents. There were no immediate reports of damage. Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard earlier on Saturday issued a statement carried by the state-run IRNA news agency saying it had targeted several locations of the U.S. terrorist army in the region. It did not name what areas were targeted. The U.S. military's Central Command said the military struck Iranian missile and drone locations and coastal radar sites in the overnight strikes. Read more. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, who has led the negotiations with Iran, said on social media Friday night that Iran should pick up the phone if there are disagreements about the ceasefire agreement, but violence will be met with violence. The U.S. and Iran are negotiating terms of the deal, including issues such as getting ships through the strait that's vital to global supplies of oil and natural gas, and addressing the future of Iran's nuclear program and stockpile of highly enriched uranium. Under the interim deal, the two sides have 60 days to work out the details. Ending the fighting in Lebanon between Israel and the Iranian-backed Hezbollah militant group is a key part of the deal. Sign up for Morning Wire. Our flagship newsletter breaks down the biggest headlines of the day. Email address. Sign up by checking this box. You agree to AP's terms of use and acknowledge that AP may collect and use your data pursuant to our privacy policy. Ship comes under attack as Strait Road expands. The British military's United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations Centre said that a tanker was attacked Saturday in the strait, with the crew safe and no environmental damage reported. No one immediately claimed the strike, but suspicion fell on Iran. Just after that report, the Joint Maritime Information Center, overseen by the U.S. Navy, said the route near Oman's shore is expanding to allow for inbound and outbound traffic. Iran has insisted that ships must obey its orders and warned it will start charging fees for transit through the strait. However, ships have been increasingly trying to leave the Gulf in recent days. Ebrahim Azizi, who heads the